Today, I traded the morning session here live on YouTube like I do every morning at 8:20 a.m. Central Time. So subscribe and come hang out during the live streams. Took a few different trades in a few different types of ways. So please sit back and enjoy the stream recap as we go over those. Yo, good morning. Happy Monday. We are opening up inside yesterday's value area. This is what the daily chart looks like. We got that little support level down at 420. Value area low, point of control, all that stuff. We are opening up though inside value area, so we'll look for potentially, push into the 80s. Got a little gap to fill, it looks like, at 77. Other than that though, going to be patient, figure out how we want to play it as the morning kind of progresses. Be patient the first couple minutes of the day. Got some volume here at 50. I think if we crack 50, I think if we crack the 50s, we should get that rotation up into like the gap. Oh, and there we go. So now we get to see if we get that rotation up into this gap at, what did we say, 77? I actually am curious on this gap at 77 with what Delta looks like on this push, because I might actually want to short that. Because that's a decent rip, 40, 50 points as we push into it. There we go. Now let's just fill the gap. Too much strength there for me on the gap fill. I'm not interested. Obviously, like if Delta was kind of diverging there at the gap, I would be way more inclined to short, but us boosting through it, nah, with the ES having to go kind of far still. Another, 15 points for the ES to fill the gap as well? Not there. All right. ES at VWAP. NAS pushing VWAP at 45 potentially. There's NAS VWAP. We're very close to it. I went ahead and just took a stab long there. If we get the flush through it, that's fine too. I'm willing to give a few points on this play, but I want to participate around this level. Looking around the wick. Volume void over here. 73s. Coming in for the actual VWAP test, potentially. Yeah, sitting right at it as well. NAS, we got 2 minutes left on this 5-minute candle. We're watching the 22 range chart right here. A lot of people think it's a 22 second. It's a 22 range. It's a nice rip. I'm going to do what I was trying to do on Friday and try and trail this a little bit better than I normally would. I want to see this thing close and get above that 70 range. And then once it gets above 70, I feel a little bit better about throwing that stop in. This trade is essentially free at this point. Now it's just about maximizing, which I'm trying to be better about. I want to see this run new highs on the day. I don't know if that's going to happen. We're right at that volume that I was talking about. I think a push into the 80s also makes sense. ES sweeping pretty hard. So this is where I'm trying not to be too greedy, obviously, but I also want to try and be a little greedy. So I feel like I am playing the right way here. I just don't have that much wiggle room. Stopped out. Should take my 10 points, I guess, huh? That's okay. I think, I don't think another test of VWAP is out of the question. I also don't think a rip is out of the question. That's what I mean, I'm trying something new, so I gotta be willing to accept that, which I 100% am. I'm not really trying something new, just trying to perfect something that I typically am trash at. So, trying to let my winners run a little bit, and that's part of it. Better than a red trade. Nice push here on the ES. I think we run this, honestly. I think we run all these highs. There it is. I'm actually going to participate long here. I like that quick sweep. I want to see us get back in the range. I don't know if that's going to happen or not. There's 71 on the ES. 70, 75, whatever it is. Whatever this wick is at is where we're bouncing on the ES. Now it's trying to get a little heavier. Might want VWAP at 60. Craziest part is that was only like I guess it was at 610. I thought it was at 600. That was a 40-point candle. I thought it was only like 25 points or something. I'm down 6 points on this trade right now, 7. I like this volume here. If we're going to put in a higher low, I like this volume cluster here for it. Trying to come into it. 10 seconds left on this candle. Might see a quick sweep to the downside on the brand new open. Down into VWAP. We're what, 7 points away? A little bit of sellers still pushing us through. Trying to hang on to it. This will be my, if we flush VWAP, I'm totally out of this trade. Not interested in that, but it's worth the VWAP bounce. Hanging out right at below VWAP right now. Watching pretty closely. See what we do here. Try and pop back above. Want some buyers to come through. It's pretty flat across the board. Nothing too crazy one way or the other. Back at that volume at 67. There we go. A little bit of buyers. Not crazy though. Projecting right below that blue line algo. Trying to push this. ES trying to get through that volume. If ES can get through the volume and push the wicks at 74, we're going to be fine. But if it can't and we're going to keep projecting this, it's not looking good on the NAS. This is the type of trade that I would like to see play out, where taking the first contract, essentially break even, and we rip out of it, and then I can put that second stop in, basically at break even again, and then try and let that last contract run and make the money on the last contract. That's the goal. But we got to actually push out of it, and as of right now, we're not doing that. But that's what I would like to see sort of a situation play out. All right, closed out right, just shy of point of control. NAS on the quick immediate sweep, 10 seconds in, basically rotating that whole candle so far. Breaking the new lows. Breaking 2 new lows, I should say. So putting in a nice tail here. If we could flip green on the ES, that would be great. So we flushed through VWAP. We came back up. We retested it. Trying to push new lows here. ES is trying to push VWAP. See what happens here. We got volume at 45. Now we actually have the actual sellers coming through. Down to $1,100, $1,200. Sitting on volume. We either crack below volume and I get out, or we bounce here with the ES. But it's kind of feeling like a slow grind to the downside right now. Now it's above volume at 45, sitting right below 50 cycle level. It's the bounce off the ES that we were just talking about as well. NAS also responding to the volume and the bounce that the ES is giving us as well. Back into VWAP. Obviously right now I'm just waiting to see how we close this candle. We're going to close in the range at 50. We're going to get super heavy and close new lows in the next 2 seconds. ES closing right at VWAP. Immediate sweep to the downside. Typically good for a little push. Nice little delta divergence there on the NAS as well. Here's volume in the wick test on the ES. NAS back into VWAP. And again, a delta divergence. So we had one at the lows. We're kind of getting one right now at VWAP. If the ES can push through volume through the 8,000 contracts at 69, it's going to look good on the NAS. I think we'll get some buyers pushing through. ES has that volume at 71, excuse me. And then obviously point of control 69. Kind of the next stop if we can pop this one would be 71. Engulfing candle on the ES. Now to push into 71. NAS, a little bit of buyers as we push above VWAP. Trying to engulf into point of control. When I say engulf, I mean this candle is bigger than the prior candle. It's engulfing it. ES trying to potentially slide back through, which I would not want to see. This is spooky to me. I got to kill it. Spooky, spooky. It pushed all the way back through. I'm out for $900 there. So with the 15, down $895. But of course, it's going to push out. I'll bottom tick that exit as well. 2 bottom ticks in a row. Sounds like a time to take a break. Not interested in that. I got faked out, I guess.